lousy, and they still wouldn't. But that's how some guys are. But I mean, not very few guys, but most guys will cheat. And on these dating, a lot of guys on these dating websites, guess what? They're married. Sometimes they'll tell you, sometimes they won't. I'm not married. I'm not going to get married. I would never put myself. I would never sell myself short like that. I don't believe in marriage. I think. Um, is there true loves out there? Are people meant to be? Absolutely. But I think finding that right one is like getting hit by lightning or hitting the lottery. I mean, is that rare? It's few and far between. Um, do I believe in love at first sight? You know what I believe? I believe in lust at first sight. I believe uh, when I look at women, the first thing that thought in my head, man, I wonder how good she is in bed. But that's my, and different positions, sexual positions, but that's just me. But I think most guys are like that. And women are the same way, if not worse. Don't let their mild demeanor fool you. They like sex just like guys or more. I think they like sex more, but they don't like, they don't want you to know. Until you get to know them, then the freak comes. Then usually the freak comes out, even the quiet ones. The quiet ones are the worst. To me, the educated ones and the quiet ones are. The educated ones are the more controlling ones. Because I've dated psychologists, I've dated doctors with doctor degrees. I mean, not doctor, people had doctorates and stuff like that. And they're very controlling and possessive, and I don't like that. But relationships are tough. I would like to meet someone nice and sweet. Like I said, but that's hard. First thing is get my body in shape, and I like thick and curvy women. I'm not into fat women. I'm not into, even though I'm fat myself, but I'm getting back, hopefully get back into shape. But they say that doesn't matter, right? But you got to be physically attracted to the person, because a lot of times you see someone who's attractive with someone who's unattractive. You're like, what the heck what did they see in that person? But obviously they see in something. I don't understand, but to each his own, of course. But I like thick and curvy, small waist, big hips and butt. So I'm an ass man. I like hips and ass, but that's just me. I think it's difficult for me and most women, they like guys that's tall. When I say tall, like 6 foot or taller, at least 6 feet. And I'm 5'6". And it's tough because some women will tell you they don't like short guys, and they're shorter than me. Believe it or not, they're like, no, they prefer someone tall. All right, well, I like women with big asses. I mean, height thing doesn't bother me. I don't give a damn. You're 8 feet tall or you're small. You're shorter than me. Height doesn't bother me. I just like a woman with big hips and butt. That's just me. Have I dated taller women? I've dated taller women. Yes. I don't have a problem. They know some guys are funny about women wearing high heels and so. I don't give a damn. Wear your heels or whatever. Shit, I don't care. But yeah, to me, I like women around my age. I'm 50, so I like women around my age. Or the young ones are nice to look at, but that's about it. I like women, like I said, older than me. Even though I'm 50, I don't feel 50. Man, time flies. What else? So we talked about a lot of stuff today. I gotta start making more videos. That's what I need to start doing. Yeah, so today I wanna talk to my friend today. I don't know what she's doing. Actually, she's tall. She's 5'11". Actually, we dated. I would have put her name out there, but she might get mad at me. But we dated for a while. She didn't want to have sex until she got married. I said, oh, okay. Of course, being a guy, I thought But no, it didn't work out. We never had sex, and we dated for like a couple months or so. Something like that. And so, I got to respect her for that. She told me up front, so I couldn't get mad at her. But, yeah, I tried to change her mind, but one of those things. So she's waiting to get married. I'm not going to get married. I never get married. Like I said, I never put myself out there like that, because I think people get married for the wrong reasons, especially women. A lot of women, most women get married for monetary gain. So what does that say about the woman? So I think guys get married to have someone to cook at home or to clean or whatever. Guys get married for the wrong or a free piece of ass, basically, or free pussy or whatever. Free sex, but they don't. They fail to understand. Usually, when you get married, that's when the sex stops. But I don't know. I haven't really met someone where the sex was so great that, and that not just sex, other things too. Sex is like the icing on the cake, but she was just a great person. And I mean, I met some good women, not too many, but usually they turn out to be crazy. It's always you know they always start out nice at first and turn out to be possessive and crazy. Whether they don't want to pay for, I'm the type of guy where I don't mind a woman paying. You know, I like it when a woman pays. I mean, I don't like paying all the time. Shit. I like a woman who pays, but there's some selfish women out here. They will not pay for a date or nothing. That's how selfish they are. But what else we want to talk about? I am so hungry. I didn't even take my diet to meet this earth, so I gotta do that. And then I want to go to Costco's, but shit, I ain't even do my workout yet. I gotta do my damn back workout. I wanted to go to Costco's today. I gotta make a couple calls. But yeah. Subscribe if you want to. Leave a comment. If you have any if you need any advice on relationships, preferably relationships or whatever, you can email me. I'm gonna leave the link below. Go on Dr. Zabi. Dr. Zabi, he has a website, SEBI. He talks about alkaline foods. Other people out there talk about alkaline foods. So that's about it. Keep God, keep Jehovah, Yahweh, Jesus Christ in your life. What else? I want to talk about the Illuminati. I think I'm going to leave that for another. The Illuminati, the satanic rituals that these so-called actors, Hollywood, even the word Hollywood comes from a tree. What's it called? The holly tree. That's where they're supposed to have. They make wands or something from the tree, and it's supposed to be like a magical thing. And Hollywood is satanic because Lucifer, when God created Lucifer could play any musician, any instrument, and I think he used to sing to God too or something like that. So it's not surprising that Hollywood, allegedly, Hollywood is controlled by Satanists or Lucifer. You have to make a pact with the devil. You have to sign your name in blood, and they give you fame and fortune, and you have to do homosexual acts and go to these satanic rituals where you witness children and babies and people get murdered in front of you, and then you drink their blood and eat it. It's disgusting. You eat shit and drink urine, and it's not wrong with drinking your urine, but I ain't drinking nobody else's urine. And they eat shit on. It's all to mock God, and people do it. Are you willing to sell your soul? What's your price? I mean, millions of dollars. Because you gotta understand, God, Lucifer is the ultimate pimp. But the thing about Lucifer is, or Satan, he doesn't have horns. He has power. Does he have power in this world? Absolutely. He's not as powerful as God, or he would have never got kicked out of heaven. Definitely. But does he have power? Yes. Does he influence man? Yes. Will he give you fame and fortune? Yes, he will. That's the difference between him and the actual pimp. He will give you money. But to sell your soul your soul means that little to you. You'll sell it for, and to me, when they sell their soul for millions of dollars, to me that's like selling your soul for a few pieces of gold or silver in the Bible. Because there's no turning back from that. God would never forgive you for that. And it's not like you're getting tricked into it. They tell you up front. And I've saw too many videos where on YouTube where people say once you reach a certain level, now they come knocking on your door and say, listen, now you want to start making the real money. You want to start having these living big mansions and flying around and all this and that. And it's not all glitz and glamour, people. It may look like that. If you knew what these Hollywood, I don't even call them people, I would call them demonic wannabes, because that's what they are. Once you accept Satan, now, you're screwed. And now you having all these demons follow you around. Or I should say, these big mansions where they have, and they be having. The only thing I like about those, I shouldn't say this. The orgy part I don't mind, but then again, once you get involved in that, it's like now you're inviting these demonic entities to follow you around. I don't want them to follow me back home, but the orgies, a lot of those people who worship Satan or have sold their soul, a lot of them don't have mirrors in their house. They don't have mirrors, because once they look in the mirror, they see demons all around them. Because now demons all around you. But allegedly, people like Jay-Z, all the presidents, the Congress, a lot of them rape and kill, are involved in child rape and like those satanic rituals where babies and children are murdered. Once you're at the highest level, you're going to see all of that. And also, a lot of I've heard that the Queen of England is a demonic reptilian, and I believe that. That she actually changed, and Putin even came out. Putin, the president of Russia, Soviet Union. He even came out and said he actually changed in front of him. And I believe, and it's I don't know why he went to see her, but she changed in front of him, and I think that was a reason why Princess Diana was murdered, because she knew about it. She was getting the hell out of there, and why her kids are still around that shit. I mean, again, money. I mean, what those kids are gonna do? Her two sons, they could they leave anytime they want? They'll probably kill them. So they're probably either too scared to leave, or a lot of people stay for the wrong reason. They don't have to work for the rest of their life. That Queen of England, she controls trillions of dollars between her, and then you got the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, and they control the wealth of this country. The Federal Reserve, that it's not even part of the government. I don't know why they call it the Federal Reserve. Is a private institution. It's robbing people. Stealing their money. This government, like I said, Satan has his hand in not only the colleges, the government, entertainment. He has his hold, the media. He has his hold on everything. And like I said, a lot of people sell out to him for fame and money, and which is, to me, is selling yourself short. And because it's nothing, your soul isn't worth that little. You're going to sell your soul for me. It's not worth that little. I don't care if it's billions. I don't care if it's trillions. Because you're only here on this earth for a limited time. So what happens when it's time for you to go? Now you start thinking, oh, shit. Or maybe you think, oh, it's not going to happen to you. So what? You sold out. I don't mean that. Oh, yeah, yes, it does. There's a God, Jehovah, Yahweh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is a black. Oh, and that's another. I need to come out with another video. Jesus Christ is black, y'all. He's not white with blonde hair and blue eyes. Mary was black. The apostles were black. Samson. Good Lord. There's so much lies going around. They say oil comes from dinosaurs. Oil don't come from no damn dinosaurs. I mean, a lot of stuff they used to teach you in school doesn't even make sense. You always wondered that. No. And I believe dinosaurs. Some people came out on YouTube saying that dinosaurs came from these fallen angels. They didn't just sleep with A lot of people don't even believe in fallen angels, but they worship Satan. But they don't. Well, anyway. But a lot of people don't even believe in God. The real God. And we should be worshiping God on the Sabbath, which is Saturday, not Sunday. The Sunday is supposed to be really the beginning of the week, but a lot of people mistakenly worship Yahweh on Sunday, which is actually which is actually the beginning of the week, and they should be worshiping on the Sabbath. And so the devil has a way to tricking people. So basically, they think they're worshiping God, but they're actually worshiping Satan, because that's actually Satan's day, Sunday. A lot of things. A lot of people are waking up. Some people are still asleep. Some people don't care. They're just trying to survive out here. But yeah. But people are waking up. Oh, Donald Trump. Do I think Donald Trump is racist? Yes, I do. I don't put anything past anybody. I was talking to a friend, my sister-in-law. She said they went to a grand opening of his back years ago, when Trump was opening up as a casino, and he was shaking he was shaking all the white people's hand. And her girlfriend went up to him, and he just ignored her. He just turned around and gave her a dirty look and just ignored her. So, I mean, he's a good seller. He has charisma? Yes. Would he do anything for black people? Did Obama do anything for black people? I believe I don't believe he's not going to win, because if he's part of that secret society, the Skull and Bones or whatever they call it, they picked their presidents years in advance. And I heard that Obama was even born here. He was born, I forgot where he was, but he wasn't born in the United States. And do I think Michelle, and man, I don't know, I'm just talking about all kinds of stuff. Do I think Michelle Obama is really I believe, oh man, I believe the president is really gay. I believe Michelle Obama is I don't believe she's a woman. I believe she's Alex Jones, and Alex Jones talks. Alex Jones has a website. He's on YouTube. He talks about this a lot. How he believes Michelle, and I believe it too. It's just Michelle, and Joan Rivers talked about it, didn't she? She came out, and then not too long after that, she was killed when she was doing the plastic surgery or something, and she came out and said she was a trans. And I believe, you know what? Do I believe she's really a transvestite? Yes. Now the kids could be adopted or whatever. I believe Obama was put in power years. Presidents are picked years in advance. People don't pick presidents, so it's just all an illusion. Presidents are picked years in advance. That's why they have that big meeting with all the multi-billionaires and trillionaires and heads of corporation and heads of state. They go, I forgot what they call it, some summit or something, up in Switzerland or whatever it is. And then they discuss what they're going to do. They're putting chemicals in the air, spraying chemicals. And I remember even when I was a kid, when it would rain, it felt like acid. And how could rain feel like acid? That was back then. And even now they spray more chemicals in the air. I mean, I could talk about aliens too, and I believe in aliens. I believe in underground base. I believe aliens come from I believe aliens. I'm just talking about all kinds. I believe aliens come from the fallen angels. They created them from. And I believe they could create things without a soul. I believe Mars have aliens on it. I believe Mars have a base on it. I have some people have talked about where they actually have Americans on the moon. I'm not sure Mars. I think they was kicked out of Mars from the aliens, but I believe they have a base on the moon, and they have whatever aircraft you see, the United States is 100 years in advance of what you actually see. So, have they been flying? Do they have their own UFOs? Yes. I believe the United States do have actual spaceships or UFOs from the fallen ones, from the fallen angels, I believe. I have a brother. I have a brother who he hasn't told me, but his wife told me that he saw. He was in Area 51 because he has, he was in the army. He had top secret clearance, and that and my brother was a type. He don't get scared because he's been in firefights and he actually been in skirmishes here and there. He was in special forces. He's a ranger and all that, so he's all in that, infantry stuff and actual fighting. So anyway, he went to Area 51. He was invited, and they took him underground. He actually saw an alien spacecraft, and that scared him. And he mentioned it to his wife, and his wife told me, and I asked him about it. He said, "Nah, I didn't see any." So he still doesn't talk about it. It shook him up that much. Would that surprise you that there's alien spacecraft? That don't surprise. Does it surprise if there's reptilians, different races of aliens? No, I believe all that stuff is demonic. I believe that Hitler went to the Antarctic. He has a base over there, and that they were in cahoots with the aliens, and but they still ended up losing the war. That goes to show you. But and then Project Paperclip, where they sent some ships over there to fight to get the strong to fight the Germans over there, and then they ended up losing a lot of space. They had to lose a lot of men in spaceships and ships, and they came back. They came limping back. That's Project Paperclip. That's what Admiral Byrd, he flew into the inner Earth, and he saw, and this is supposed to be in Antarctica. It's like a hollow Earth. I believe in the hollow Earth, and he actually flew in it. And he said once he flew in, it was green pastures, and he could see these prehistoric animals and these tall, blonde, blue-eyed people there. Yeah. I believe in this stuff, and I heard that they're like it's towards Antarctica. There's like a big hole where a lot of airplanes, they have to fly around it. They don't allow them to fly. So instead of them flying straight to where they have to go, they actually fly around because it's a reason why they do that. It's even it's some pictures on YouTube on the inner Earth, but and a lot of pilots will talk about it. They have to fly around it. It's not. It's supposed to be illegal to fly to that hole or whatever. I guess they don't want people to know. But people are slowly waking up to this demonic government. They pushing the gay agenda. Yahweh, Jehovah, that's not what he wants. I don't believe. I mean, to each his own, but that's not what God wants. But who am I to judge? I don't judge anybody. That's the lifestyle you want to lead, but God doesn't want that. I'm pretty sure he don't like the things that I do. I mean, because I'm a fornicator, but then I don't believe in marriage either. That's just me. But it seems like they're pushing this gay agenda. I used to watch Empire a lot. I stopped. I don't know. It's like I don't want to watch it anymore. It's just doing too much gay stuff. Ain't nobody want to see that. Man, put that on one of those other cable channels. Ain't nobody want to see all two guys kissing or two. Man. It's like they pushing this stuff. Like it's like right in your face now. Whatever happened to morals? Or whatever happened to... I don't consider myself Christian. I grew up a Catholic, and then I consider myself. I don't even consider myself Christian. I worship. I believe and worship the Lord. I say prayers every now. I need to start reading the Bible. Do I really know God? I should know Him a lot better. So I need to start doing that. Start reading the Word of God. Start reading the Bible. Do I believe everything in the Bible? No. The Bible was written by man, interpreted by, that's a man's interpretation. Um, I believe some of the things in there. I think a lot of things was left out. When you talk about the book of Enoch, he actually talks about the fallen ones, the watchers, um, and that the fallen ones, they were so corrupted. They not only had sex with the women, they was having sex with the animals. And even today, they had half human, half animals creation. So he was corrupting the DNA of God. So you have even in Greek in Greek times, you had statues of half human. And if you used to watch the movies of Hercules, he was fighting all these monsters. I believe that stuff actually existed. Prehistoric creatures and insects, because I believe that stuff is from. Not only were these things sick and these fallen age, they wasn't just having sex with humans. They was having sex with plants, animals, insects. These things are wicked. Fish. Let alone, so that's where you come out. That's where you hear about these big sea serpents and stuff like that. Mythological. I don't think those things were myth. I believe those things actually existed back in the day. They even have in these caves in Afghanistan. I've heard stories where a squad of Marines came across a live giant, and he took out a squad. Actually, I think it was Afghanistan. He took out a squad, and then another squad came in, and he ended up getting killed. And then they shipped him back here. And they also found ancient artifacts, ancient flying machines, or a time machine. When they the first Gulf War, the first place they went to was the museum. And they took some ancient stuff out of there. So this government, the United States, is evil. I believe, I know. They're like, they talk about terrorism. But the United States are the worst when it comes to terrorism, because you allowed slavery in this country for hundreds of years. Countless. You're not talking about 1-2 million of slaves that died. You're talking hundreds of millions over hundreds of years. You're talking 100, and that's you're talking about hundreds of millions of slaves that were murdered. And not even talking about the ones that were raped, tortured, and then you're talking about the Native Americans, their land taken from them, their food source, the buffalo, virtually wiped out, their culture basically stolen from them, and then again they were murdered, women, men, babies. Murdered, raped, tortured, hundreds of millions. They virtually wiped them out, and now they used to free roam. This country belonged to them, and the United States. It's no laughing matter. But when you think the United States talks about terrorism, but the United States is nothing but a country of terrorists, and they call themselves. And these armies, and I used to be in the military. So, and the armies are nothing but hitmen or mercenaries for this sick, twisted government. And when you really think about it, so that's my view on it. So tell me what you think. I think that's it. I think I said a lot. I said a whole lot. So I talked about a whole lot of things. So don't forget to subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. And if you have any relationship questions for me, let me know. Leave your comments. And don't forget to click like or dislike. People, there's a new horizon. Something's big is going to happen. I know people are finally. This government is trying to dumb down people, but people are waking up slowly, and with the evil that's going on here, and it's going to come a point in time. Do I believe there's going to be another? They have FEMA camps they already built out in the Midwest. You could Google that. Alex Jones talked about it. So something big is about to happen. There's underground bases. They link to each other. Like I said, the government is, they don't, the elite, they call them the elite. They don't care about us. I believe there's going to be a thermonuclear war. I believe there will be a civil war because the things are getting too crazy. The rich are getting richer, and the masses are left with nothing. But I believe there's something big that's going to be happening. So my advice to you is, I don't need to scare anybody, but get ready. Am I ready? No, I'm far from it. Get yourself bags of rice and beans, and start growing your own stuff. Move out in the country or somewhere. Go to some place. Get your weapons ready with ammunition. If you start going to survival school, or because the shit's gonna hit the fan. When, I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's just the sign of the times. Man, we talked about a lot today because I haven't been on YouTube a lot, probably. All right, so tell me what you think, and I hope to talk to you soon. Hopefully, I won't wait this long. Like I said, I got to get into a workout today. And God bless. Keep Yahweh, Jehovah, Jesus Christ in your heart. Take care. Bye.